And our pal Nick Solaris just walked up to the podcast. What's going on, Nick?
Opie, how are you, mate?
Last time I saw you, we were having a good time last night.
I'm surprised you remember it. Quite frankly,
I was pacing myself.
You
pretty
were
good.
holding it together, but it was still, more than any mortal human should really be consuming.
Well, when the whiskey and the bourbon, when they broke that out.
The whiskey, the bourbon, the sarcasm, the digs, all of it, right?
All of it, right.
I got so shit-faced yesterday.
Barbecue is a full contact sport.
It really is.
Opie Radio. More from the Big Apple Barbecue.
That was just such a great hang last night with the fried chicken and the Southern hospitality and the bourbon. And maybe Nick asking me if I want to smoke pot every 10 seconds. It was.
I don't know what he's talking about. We're not in California or Colorado. What could you be talking about,
please. Just walking here, I smelled marijuana 12 times.
Oh my God!
It's pretty much legal in New York.
Nick Nick is such an opinionated, loud talker.
Yeah.
Me and Nick are walking over there, and
Don't mention the pitmaster.
no, I'm not. I'm not going to mention the pitmaster. So there's people looking at us because they know who we are. And this is our world, right? So they're looking like, where are they going to eat? So they're walking towards a place, and Nick out loud goes, "That guy's ribs are shit." And you just see them. They just turn around and they just go to another line. I'm like, good job, Nick.
I don't think that's quite how I put it. I go, not his forte.
Well, that's what they heard.
That's what they heard.
It was so fucking funny.
You've been coming here for years, Nick?
I've come here. It's the 16th year, I think, or the 15th. I've come every year but one.
Yeah.
When I was in California on some hamburger pilgrimage of some kind.
Is there an actual competition too?
It's not, and that's what I love about this. It's I have a great time at Memphis in May, and because I'm seeing a bunch of people. But the notion of barbecue's competition is a little silly to me. These are all very distinct regional styles. Why would you want to put them up against each other?
Right.
They all exist. It's like saying, what's the best state? I mean, we know it's, where we live, but...
Right.
I'm saying? It's like each one is a reflection of the place that it comes from, and I think that's what's important. I think when you have competition, you sort of force everything to be the same.
Yeah, it seems like it's just one big party. Everyone's hanging.
Yeah,
it's just a good time.
But believe it or not, these guys are serious. They want to make sure their meat is good, and they want to make sure everything works. They're just quiet about it, but they're stressed out.
Carl's.
Oh no, it's a look. There's probably 20,000 people come through on the weekend.
Wow.
These guys are used to cooking for big crowds, but that's a lot of people, and it's also that you're being judged on every plate that goes out.
And it's opinionated asshole New Yorkers too.
It's Instagram,
it's the worst of the worst. Yeah.
And being a newbie, I mean, Carl's dragging me into this foodie world. I was walking down 26. I was saying this earlier, but these people take it really seriously. They got charts and all their research in front of them, and they're looking up and they're studying. And I told Carl, Blue Smoke's right over there. I heard them say, "Oh, Blue Smoke. No, let's save that till after." And then they mentioned another place or two that they want to hit before they go to Blue Smoke. They're taking it really seriously.
There's a lot of strategy involved here.
There is.
It's
Mine is I just wait for Nick to scream out that something sucks, and then I move on to the next one. I hate this.
There's rabble following behind me and Carl,
What's going on, brother? How you been?
Carl knows everybody. Everybody is shaking the Cuban's hand.
Everybody knows.
Who's that guy?
He is an expert at bitters.
Isn't that funny? Yeah.
Brad is an expert, the world-leading expert on bitters for drinks.
You thought that he was bitter. This guy.
Of course, I would know the guy that is an expert at bitters, and he knows me.
No, he wrote a book about it. It's amazing. We've talked about the whiskey thing where you add water. The world of bitters is equally sort of,
It's the rabbit hole, man.
Explain it though for
well,
people
it's just
that don't know. I don't know.
Well, we should go get him. He's right here.
A bitter is something you would put in a cocktail to balance out the sweetness, right? To balance out the alcohol, and it's like you could think that it would be like ketchup,
right?
Ubiquitous, the same in every place, but no, every brand has their own bitter, right? And there's different aromatics, there's different components to it.
Yeah.
It affects cocktails differently. It's a whole rabbit hole,
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing here with barbecue sauce, with barbecue rubs, with the way that you cook. It's just, you can take a deep dive into those things.
How unusual though that he decided to be an expert on bitters.
Well, he's smart, because guess what? There's no other fucking expert at bitters.
Right.
I'm going to start doing that.
And the word got around that he's the man.
Yeah, now he owns that market.
Right.
But that's the beauty of the internet, and you can do niche things. You could do literally a podcast about bitters.
Like
right?
this podcast kind of bitter.
No, well, people will probably. Well, what I'm saying, people will probably listen to the one about bitter.
Oh, I thought you were saying that Opie and me are kind of bitter.
We're changing the name of this podcast.
I wouldn't describe you as kind of bitter.
I'm full. I'm like a stout.
The new name is Bitter and Bitters.
What are we bitter about today, Opie?
I'm pretty damn happy, actually.
I want to have the bitter and bitterer podcast.
I'm really happy Opie's out here. You're smiling, you're happy, you like being outside.
This is as close to nature as I like to get.
You're not a nature guy.
Not at all.
Why?
I'm totally a creature of modern convenience and modern luxury. Air conditioning is the greatest. Toilet paper and air conditioning are the high marks of civilization.
Don't
Like, it
go to-
doesn't peak any higher than that.
Cancel your Cuba trip.
You wouldn't go for a nice hike or a walk on a beach?
I mean, maybe like a nice cigar after a steak meal, a block to the Uber cab.
Oh, nice.
Really? You?
No, I'm a New Yorker. I walk 5-10 miles a day.
Right.
That's like
But none of it needs to be on terrain that would be uneven and unsettled.
That's dangerous.
I like the smooth compliance of the pavement rolling ahead of me.
Good for you, Nick. I'm a fan.
They're paved in gold in New York. I mean, I think it's gold. It might be urine.
So a lot of people, they leave New York City in the summer. You love being in the city in the summer?
I go to Europe in the summer, but that's because
Okay.
I work.
Oh, an aristocrat,
I
everybody.
said that. I said that with my pinky up, holding the microphone.
Go to Europe.
I do
AKA
food,
Connecticut.
Royal family.
No, I'm working. I do these food festivals, very much like this, actually, some outdoor food festivals. But I love New York in the summer because all the horrible people leave to their Hampton homes and to their, their shishi restaurant. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm right here. The one thing I do like about New York City in the summer, when it gets really hot, all the really crazy people hit the streets because the AC finally
Conks out.
Well, they probably don't have AC, but when it gets up to 100, 102, they can't take it anymore, and they never leave their building, and they start wandering the streets of New York City. It's great people watching.
70-year-old Jewish lady with pom-poms and a dog walking like, oh, Jesus.
You're nodding your head. You understand this.
I know what you're saying.
It
exactly.
is. I get excited when it gets over 100. I'm like, I got to be on the street today because I got to see
all the
there's
Nick's
also
ex-girlfriends are outside sweating.
You
But
will
it's
see
also-
people shitting on the sidewalk.
Yeah, man.
When it gets over 100 because they have to leave.
Go to the South Bronx in the middle of the summer and you'll find out why the Bronx is burning.
I swear to God. Joe DeRossi, the creator and owner of Black Tap. So, Nikki, make room for the Fox Brothers and Billy
There you
Durney.
go.
We're going to ask some questions now.
Oh, good. Let's do that. Good to see you again. What's up, boys?
You know you won,
The Fox Brothers.
You won
Sitting
the
down
prize.
to... Oh! That drink just went all over your back, Carl. What's going on over there?
Oh, shit.
Bill's fired up.
Bill's going to punch
Bill's
you.
fired up. Wait, say that again.
Hey, listen. I can't believe they gave you a job again now. This is the kind of set you run? You got your cohort here spilling cocktails on me. I got my suede Adidas done now.
They're beautiful. Well, they were
They
beautiful.
were beautiful. They
Right?
were.
They were
These are-
nice.
These are new. They came out of the box this morning. Hey, do you guys have a budget?
No, we don't.
Okay, nice talking to you there, Bill. All right, no
I thought
budget.
this was a barbecue festival, not a roast.
I know. Again, Nick is on the mic telling people how their food sucks.
I would never say that to Billy.
No.
Only because he's so fucking big.
I gotta say,
Speaking of big,
I gotta say, I'm good with French fry stories at this point.
Oh, my God. So here we got. That was so funny. I hope he started glazing over the minute he heard
he's like,
French
give me the
fries.
GPS coordinates of all of your restaurants.
Anything to get him off the French fry story. Wow, Bill is really hurting you. What is he doing?
He's so strong.
He really is.
Okay, well, listen, we've got some barbecue legends in front of us. Let's not waste their time.
We've talked to him before. I love these guys.
They
Yes.
came up to the studio.
Yeah, the Fox Brothers,
So
man.
the Fox Brothers,
I'm trying to get to the Fox Brothers. If you stop interrupting.
I apologize, but I'm drunk.
Hey, we're here.
Hey, we're here.
Yeah, explain the Fox Brothers there, Carl.
So the Fox Brothers are out of Atlanta. Some of my favorite barbecue, and they have the meanest new rig I've ever seen. What a smoker! I don't even know who makes that thing. It's like a Voltron. But they make the best smoked bologna sandwich you'll ever have in your life. It sounds crazy to you, but smoked bologna is, and they're the best.
Yeah.
They really are the best at it. They make the sausage. I just ate brisket over there at 11 o'clock in the morning.
I fed him bourbon already.
Fed me, yeah, he gives me a bottle of Eagle Rare. He goes, it's time to
He
start.
showed up hungover, and I was like,
Oh, man, you got to get straight.
Right back at it.
Oh my God! So we
You
got
got to jump in, you got to go.
Are you guys twins? Like, help me
Yeah,
out here.
we're
You are
twins.
twins. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your names?
Jonathan, Justin,
Jonathan and Justin, the Fox brothers. Nice.
the
out
last,
of Atlanta, Georgia.
the last time
And
we talked
compared
to
to like the hamburger guy or Pat Martin, we only have one store. I think Pat's opened 3 Hugh Babies since
since he got here.
since the day started. So
Pat Martin's incredible.
Are you
isn't he?
suggesting that I've looted the form and you guys are pure?
I'm not suggesting. Pat is Pat.
That guy?
So how long have you guys been open?
10 years. 10 years in Atlanta. We're originally from Texas, and now we got a little spot in Atlanta. And we
a
just,
little spot.
Is it a giant spot?
Bro, they even serve to the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, these guys they're ginormous in Atlanta.
We got a restaurant in the Braves Stadium. We're in the Falcons Stadium.
Billy's talking shit behind me. What I do now, Billy?
What is Billy?
So he's like, I'm gonna knock you out when this is over.
He's not happy about
He's
his
not
Adidas.
happy about his
Ruiz
Adidas.
is getting bullied.
I'm getting bullied. Where's the safe space?
It's a
here?
weird energy right now.
Is there a refrigerator full of barbecue sauce I can go hide in?
But that's the hierarchy of food, right? In Carl bullies the Michelin-starred chefs. Carl bullies like the 2-star chefs, right? But when he goes to a barbecue place, they bully him.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, guys. So we got a bunch of questions. The listeners came up with some questions for Pitmasters that they don't know. So each one of these questions are
How
winning
do they
question.
know we know?
No, that you definitely. I know you know. So the first question, the first winner of the U-Bonds prize pack is Bill Durney. Bill Durney had a question.
Bill Durney had a question.
Bill Durney had a question.
Let him ask his own question then.
Right here. Go ahead, Billy.
Right here.
I like to focus my attention on Pat Martin, and I'd like to find out how many U babies Pat Martin will be opening by the year 2020. The under/over is about 649 at this point. We love you, Pat.
We love you, Pat.
So we make fun of Pat Martin because he's opening restaurants so fast.
Yeah.
So every time we're somewhere, we're like, "Are you here opening a restaurant?" And he gets really pissed off.
He went to the bathroom and opened up 5 restaurants.
Going to Peter Luger's with Bill Durney is like no other experience
I
in
can
the world.
imagine.
We fired our permit expediter and hired Pat Martin to get our permits for us.
Oh no shit, man. So here goes the second question.
It's about Pat Martin.
What's the best way to handle the stall on the way to your desired cook temperature?
Get in and out. You don't want to hang out in the bathroom too long.
Don't. Opie's freaking out.
I'm not freaking.
How do you do it?
You do absolutely nothing. The worst thing you can do trying to make a stall unstall is to increase the heat. You do absolutely nothing, just ride out the stall. It'll eventually, meat will eventually expel the moisture, and then you can break down the collagen and fat.
Or drink another beer.
Yeah.
Well, I have some good advice with the stalls. Keep the cameras out of them.
Oh, wow.
Come on, somebody had to go there.
But they go there every
Keep the
every
cameras
other
out of
hour.
the stalls. That's why he got fired.
Wow, that's gonna hurt.
That one
That's
hurt.
gonna hurt worse than Bill's Adidas.
Bro, stop bringing it up. He's pissed for real.
I know he's mad.
The second question, how much does the quality of meat affect your end product?
Massively.
The meat matters. Meat matters. Visit your local butchers.
What's your definition of barbecue?
I like the way Billy hands the mic off. You take this one.
That barbecue, I think, is slow and low. I think as long as it's slow and low, it doesn't matter if it's pork, brisket, chicken. Good smoked meat is good smoked meat. It's all that matters. You know, Sam Jones makes one hell of a whole hog sandwich. Rodney Scott makes some damn fine ribs. Pat Martin's cooking up some great hog too. You got Billy Durney over here. He does some hell of a beef short rib and brisket. And everything's good.
I mean, barbecue is just it's comfort, it's love, it's what people want, it's what people need, it's what they feel when they eat it. I mean, it's that joy of eating barbecue. I mean, it's just.
So next question, fat side up or down?
You talk about meat
Billy's
or
upset.
what?
Why is Billy
I
upset?
don't know why. Billy, why? Fat side up, down, and Billy's mad.
Fat side up.
Fat side up.
Next.
Fat side up.
If you put the fat side down, fuck you.
Hey,
I'll have what he's drinking.
a lot of people A lot of people try to they cook. A lot of people cook fat side down. They think it enhances their smoke ring for appearance. I want the stuff to taste good, man. I mean, I'm more concerned about that.
So next question: is there a difference if you set up your charcoal in different patterns? Fuck you, dude. Who asked that?
Was that the stupid question?
Who highlighted this? We're gonna wrap this up. What's the least known cut of beef that works great on a smoker?
That's a great question. Nick. I mean, we can answer, but I think Nick might want to talk about this a little.
I don't think there's a cut of meat that you can't smoke, frankly.
Right, but underserved that you've tasted that are really delicious.
I think the navel, which is what Katz's use for pastrami, which you don't see a lot of, but I think Max in Dallas, Texas, use it as their beef barbecue.
We smoked them before; they turn out great.
Yeah,
it's an amazing piece of meat.
They do actually use them, Nick. Now they call it beef bacon.
Yeah, which is not.
It's ridiculous.
Where bacon comes from.
Yeah,
we've done a lot of stuff with sirloin flaps lately.
Oh, sirloin
flaps is a good.
Yeah.
That's a good.
And we use the cheeks all the time.
That's a good utility cut.
I skipped 2 questions. I'm not even lying. These questions, and the people that I skipped, you'll know because you ain't getting shit from you, Bonds. I'm sorry, Opie, I'm taking over.
I love it.
All right, last question.
Move over to Cuba. Wow, that went fast.
What's the most common ingredient people use in their rub that has a negative effect on the final product?
I think everybody's hooked into paprika. For some reason in the rubs, I just think I don't like the color it leaves. But I only use salt and pepper, so I wouldn't know about all that.
I think sugar.
Too much sugar?
I think putting sugar in a rub. I think we leave it out of our rub and we add it like to our ribs and things like that when necessary. I think people use it across the board. You know, barbecue places are so proud of the rub; they use it on everything. You got one flavor everywhere. So I think leave the sugar out and add it where necessary.
Or anything smoked. It's not really a paprika. Anything smoked. You shouldn't put smoked stuff on something you're actually smoking. That's kind of what
we were talking earlier. At the hotel we're staying at, it has a well-known seafood place, and
the John Dory.
I'm not saying any names, but we had this salmon crudo, and they brought it out domed and did the whole presentation where they open it up and smoke comes out of it.
Yeah.
It had the worst flavor I've ever had on just some simple fish. You know, it ruined it. It had such a bitter, acrid taste. I was like, why would you do this?
Well, I think there's actually a real danger of chefs using wood chips to smoke food and thinking that they're getting barbecue
we were
flavor.
talking about
and
that. We're like,
that's a
chefs
problem. I mean, that's a problem
barbecue,
in some of the best restaurants in Manhattan.
Yeah. Chefs think they're into barbecue, use it, but they don't know
wood
the flavor.
That's why I skipped 9 of the 10 questions.
Wood chips are like the truffle oil of smoke.
Wood chips.
Hey, Carl, I'm back. What did I miss?
Oh, nothing. Oh, we were just talking barbecue. Billy's still mad.
Carl, you haven't spilt anything recently.
If you soak wood chips, you suck too.
Billy is going to be motivation. He's going to be a motivational speaker.
Billy's holding back.
I don't care. You don't have legs.
First step in wood combustion is dehydration. Why would you wet the wood? It has to work twice as hard to burn. Think about it. Science.
Yeah, Einstein.
Yeah, assholes.
Yeah, what they say.
No prize pack for you, bozo.
Can I ask Opie a question?
Yeah, you can ask Opie a question.
So I know prior to meeting Carl,
Yeah.
you probably didn't understand that this was a community or a world. What do you think now that we've included you into our space?
I'm fascinated by this world. I don't know shit, but I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I'm learning, and realize it's a really tight community. You guys all know each other, and when I go out with Carl, I don't even look at the menu because I know I'm in good hands. And
Or he doesn't look at the bill either.
But what I'm getting at is I think you're going to see over time, as long as you don't screw over Carl like that scumbag Roland. Are we on? Thank you. I hope so. And you. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I was the dummy that hired
You
him.
actually got financially fucked.
You think?
Yeah. Anyway. I think you'll find that won't happen in this community, and you're in good hands that way. I mean, because you asked before what barbecue is, and I know everyone in this park would say the same thing. It's community.
Right.
And we're welcoming you today to our community, so respect.
Thank you, Bill. Sorry about the Adidas, even though I
Stop
didn't
bringing
do
it up, Opie. He's a ginormous.
Wait, he's gonna bill us.
He's screaming prices out.
$89.95. David Knight, what's
How
up?
are you? Say hello.
Say what?
You can say hello or goodbye. Or...
Hey there.
You're on air.
Oh, really? What air am I on there?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's a good question.
This is for real? Is this not a joke?
Well, it is kind of a joke, but no, it's not a joke.
Oh, okay, fine. It's good to see y'all. I hope you're having a good time.
He makes Old Hickory Pets some of the best smokers
Yeah.
in the country.
I want to thank the Fox brothers for stopping by. We'll take a little break, right?
Yeah, I need a bourbon break.
You need
I
a
gotta
bourbon
eat.
break?
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
And
It's
a little food,
it's
right?
turning into fucking work here.
It kind of is, right?
He's shaking over there.
What the hell is that all about?
What's going on here?
All right, we're at the Big Apple Barbecue in New York City.
And thank you for all the guys that sent questions, man. What terrible questions.
Oh, that was an amazing
I
segment.
love when Opie just glazes over.
That was a 2-hour
We know who
segment.
that Ubon's prize pack's going home with.
Bill Durney's got one. I won one.
I'll take one.
Opie, good question. You won one.
Hey, I got a question. What size shoe do you wear?
Oh, fucking Billy is mad.
That was an hour segment, but on the podcast, as you just heard, it was 5 minutes.
Time travel on this one.
We just time traveled.
Look who's here. Sam Jones and Pat Martin. These are my boys.
These are your boys. I saw your Instagram last night. When I thought you were just about done with your night, I went home and boy was I wrong. Like 3-4 hours later, you're still hanging out with these guys.
Look at this. Look at the service I get.
Are we starting this interview or are we waiting on Roland?
Fuck Roland.
Rosen here, hashtag fuck Roland.
Hey, Roland, you did it to yourself.
Is that-
What
is that-
can I tell you? Oh, look at the Beyond Reproach t-shirt on Gloria. You can get those at opieradio.com.
You know what's awesome? That's my t-shirt and I don't have one. That's pretty cool, Opie.
What size are you there, Carl? What size are you?
An extra large, but I identify with medium.
We'll go extra large.
Barbecue
Beyond
large.
Reproach t-shirt.
Barbecue
Jake,
large.
send
I'm
one.
barbecue large.
Send one for Carl. All right, what do we got going on, Carl?
So Sam Jones and I went out last night.
Yeah.
And he was eating French food like an orphan. You should have seen him. He was shoveling down so much steak tartare. You should have. It was. I've never seen anything like drinking strawberry beers. You would have loved it.
You like strawberry beers.
This morning, I didn't like anything I had last night. I might have eaten the cardboard that the Zantac came in this morning.
He looks at me and goes, my stomach could have started a grass fire this morning.
Oh, my God. That's a good night.
Do the trifecta and stay out to 4 again for 3 nights in a row, or you?
Man, I felt like a rented mule this morning. Just got caned or something.
These are two of my favorite barbecue guys. And
Right
they do
on.
my favorite type of barbecue, which is whole hog.
Yeah.
It's a soft spot in my heart. They use the whole pig. They put it on bread. And that's it.
And that's it. Lights
It's
out.
So it's lights out.
Lights out.
These guys, they know how to do it.
Carl's been talking about you guys. I've known Carl 4 or 5 years now.
Right.
And
We've only been talking for about 6 months. The rest of the time it's kind of nod and
Well, we
where's
had
my
a-
coffee?
we had to wait for the restraining order to pass.
I get handsy.
Yeah, you do. You like strawberry beers, though?
Negative.
You don't want to
No.
admit that.
I felt like Carl force-fed everything last night,
I got excited. 'cause then
including his company.
I was...
Holy shit.
He recorded my first album, which is going to go maybe wood or aluminum.
We started a band yesterday because he was singing by the porta potty. We call it the Royal Flush.
Nice.
One great thing about Sam Jones, if you're ever in a breakup,
Yeah.
don't have him play music. He played one breakup song after another, and it's Southern songs.
Really?
Like I almost was crying. I was like, "This is talking about me." It was unbelievable.
It was those songs talk to you.
There's this one song. What's the name of that one song? Listen to this lyric.
Anything goes when everything's gone.
Oh my God!
That's Divas of Wishing Well.
That's my life.
Who sings that?
Randy Houser.
Randy Houser.
Paul lives it.
Paul
lives it.
I absolutely live it. What a shit show my life's turned out to be.
Now, Carl was telling me you like to do the karaoke when you're in the city.
Yeah, I don't shy away from a microphone.
He's the best.
Can we hear you sing?
Sing a little something for us.
Yeah, what do you got? I know you're a little hungover.
It's so easy not to care about what's right or what's wrong, 'cause it's too hot to fish, it's too hot for golf. and it's too cold at home.
Wow.
He's got a voice.
I told you.
Damn.
He's the real fucking thing.
I can listen to that all day, man.
You should see him. Like, we're in the city. Everyone's like doing karaoke drunk to Pat Benatar.
Right.
And then George Strait shows up.
He's got to follow Don't Stop Believing by some asshole from Staten Island.
Some asshole from Staten Island. Don't stop believing, cuz. Pat, what's up, brother? How many restaurants now?
He just opened one when he was quiet just now. They were opening one.
I've heard some things, Pat. I've heard some things.
Everybody that came up here had something to say about Pat opening a restaurant. Every single person. Especially Bill Durney, who just started cursing excessively, and we had to cut the mic.
What'd you spill on his
Pineapple juice and vodka.
Mario?
Yeah, that's not coming out. That's not coming out of his Adidas.
No, that's not coming out. But I mean, he's wearing baby blue Adidas. No wonder they stole his car last night.
Man, that's bad.
They stole Billy's truck.
For real?
Yeah, and they took off, and on 55th Street had an accident. All Billy's briskets were all on 55th Street.
Now we know why he's so mad today.
He was poking me in the neck. He keeps like taking my earphone off, going, "You're a fat fuck." He's nothing but he's a good guy.
That sucks, man.
They're the best guys. I mean, these guys are they're funny.
Right.
And they drink like men, like all day, all night. They don't even flinch. Pat later, he'll start telling people, "Let's go to dinner," and then not tell anyone where the dinner is until the last second. So say something, Pat. What's the matter?
Yeah, what's going on?
Can I have a beer?
Sure.
I'm sitting there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm glad this is on radio because if it was video, his shorts would just not be cool.
He's got swordfish camouflage on.
Cargos.
Sam's got his legs spread like he's about to give birth, and I feel weird with his knee hanging all over me.
Well, it's because your knees are bare.
I know, but God dang.
Those Daisy Dukes, you got like a baby bird hanging out the bottom of them.
Can't beat that.
You can't beat that.
Not at all.
Oh my God.
Just stop it right there. That's as good as it gets.
So, I mean, are you actually working though, or I mean, you got your people, right? You're just.
Yeah, our crew is about 14 deep.
Wow, really?
So, and good people. They're just nailing it over there. They don't need me at all.
Right.
That's perfect. But they do. They really do. He sets it up in the morning, right? Yeah, you put the coals in and shit, right?
Something like that. Depends on who you ask.
Just staring at me.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's a great life, though, man.
Oh, yeah.
You set it up because you're the man, and then
I think Litchfield would beg to differ on that, but
Litchfield.
Litchfield.
That's who we really needed right here. Just put him on the spot.
Oh, Litchfield is his business partner, and he's just so intense.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Unbelievable.
He's just full of emotional highs and lows.
How long you guys been doing it together?
Well,
Too
we've
long?
never done it. But I've known him since he was 14 years old. He worked with us at Skylight, the original restaurant. And then he goes off, worked in his field from college, and then just pushed all his chips in when we opened Sam Jones.
Right.
Off to the races.
When did you like kind of tap out and you just kind of oversee everything?
Come on, tap out of.
You didn't tap out. When you own a restaurant, I tapped out. My lawyer took the whole restaurant.
You don't have to be there every day. And
well, it's about
you're
good
talking
people.
about tapped out of day-to-day operations.
Yes, thank you.
Good job, Pat cleared it up.
Let me come right in and clear everything up.
I didn't mean it in a bad way. I mean, you know, you
it
hire the right people. And,
it boils down to people, culture, belief system. And once you can get all those layers, and Pat can add to this, because he just opened a restaurant about 15 seconds ago. But it's about putting all those systems and layers in place and let it work for you. You can either let it work you or you can work it.
Right.
It's simple as that.
No, it's great when you could get to that point where you know you could trust the people you hired, you got your system in place, and then you just make sure.
Well, if not,
running
it'll
right.
actually stunt you. You'll be caught up in a whirlwind that's not going anywhere.
Right, the minutia of the restaurant business.
Yeah.
It just stops you immediately.
Yeah.
You know how that is, Rob.
It's like a tornado that's not moving. Just sitting still.
Just sitting there
grinding.
Grinding away.
the same
Grinding
shit over
away.
and over. Son of a bitch.
Now you're spilling beer all over your fucking.
Well, I wear swim trunks, and he's got built-in underwear. They'll be dry in 2 seconds.
Kind of smart.
I only wear swim trunks because I spill shit on me all the time.
I've only been here 2 hours. I've seen like 6 people spill drinks on you already.
Unbelievable.
I wasn't sure if that was part of the culture or not.
I think Gloria's hammered over there.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Let's bring Gloria.
Let's not.
Why not?
Because then she's going to talk.
She's like.
You just like her because she brings fucking pies over. You're like a 12.
Well, that strawberry rhubarb pie last night was all right.
Unfucking believable.
That hit the spot.
It did.
So how many years have you guys been doing this?
This is my 9th year.
Damn.
But it's only my 5th year actually being out on the street as a vendor.
Right.
Pat, this is his actual 10th year of being out on the street.
It's my 11th year to be here, my 10th year to cook.
Yeah.
There we go.
She's coming through a cold ice again.
Watch out, we got ice again. Yep, TV.
TV.
That's exactly what it is.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Jeopardy finalists from 2017.
Coming through.
Yep. And sorcery. God bless you, soldier. God bless his heart. He's full-blown retarded.
I'm trying to figure out who's heckling who.
That's a good way to put it.
Jesus.
That was a long night for you guys. I was telling Carl earlier, I thought it was done, and I'm back home now getting ready to crash. And I'm looking at his Instagram, I'm seeing you guys, I'm like, God damn, the party continues.
Bro, we
oh, man.
And Sam walks around like he's going to Timbuktu with this giant Yeti backpack full of bourbon and ice.
Looked like a friggin' redneck Sherpa.
And he's just...
Cigarette and all, because all Sherpas have cigarettes. You've seen those pictures, right? About to scale Everest from base camp, they're all smoking cigarettes.
That's pretty amazing.
How come the Sherpas are never popular? They're so much better than the climbers.
They're so much better than climbers.
They go up and down that hill, and only the white people die.
Right.
That's it. Oh, another white guy's dead. Coming down.
There goes Jimmy. He's gone. We'll give you another cigarette.
Have you seen that website, all the dead bodies on Everest? They're markers.
Yeah, they're markers.
They use them for markers now.
What do you mean? The dead bodies?
Yeah,
there's bodies up there 50 years old.
Yeah.
I would
and it looks like they died like that week.
Yeah.
They're all preserved, and the hikers actually use them as markers to get to the top.
No
Because
shit.
they couldn't remove all the bodies.
It's like they're a rock.
They all have names. They're very famous. It's really creepy, Bob.
Yeah, that is creepy.
Oh, it's fascinating, though, right? You thought it was fascinating.
It is.
I met a
You're an
guy
asshole.
last year that I think he's ascended Everest 3 times. Met him via Yeti. His name's Conrad Anchor. And they took us to this rock climbing thing in Austin. I climb a 20-foot wall with 2 safety ropes. When I come down, Conrad pats me on the back and says, "Good job, Sam." I was like, come on. Seriously.
That's unbelievable.
Because this guy's just a
I bet your
baller.
muscles. I bet you were shaking like a dog shit in a peach seed too.
Oh, man. A 22 bullet couldn't have penetrated my calf muscle.
Yeah.
I like that.
Shaking like a dog shitting a peach seed.
So here's my question. Why, if you get to the top of Everest, why the fuck would you do it again? One and done, man.
I don't remember the exact ascent, but he lost a partner in an avalanche.
Right.
And then they made a film about it. It was like 15 or 20 years later. That person gets found, and he reascends to bring the remains down.
Well, all right, I can accept that.
He is a...
But if you make it to the top of Everest, one and done, because even if you know what the fuck you're doing, some people get fucked because they can't get past all the other people that are having problems.
I like how you talk like you're an expert at ascending Everest.
I read Thin Air.
You watch 3 YouTube videos. You're like, here's the problem on the second
I
ascent.
actually read the most famous book on Everest. I think it was called Thin Air back in the day.
That's a New Yorker. I read a book, goddamn it.
Goddamn
I read a book about trees. I know what they look like.
That's when I was still reading. Now I listen to books.
Do you really?
Yes.
That's the gayest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You guys read a book or two, don't you? Sam Jones?
Yeah, I read it slow like I talk. Just a few words at a time.
Been reading the same book for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
What's up, Pat? Are you ready? Are we going to party tonight? Or no?
Yeah. When is it going? When is it starting?
I'm starting now. I'm starting to get a little
You've already
glow.
started?
I get a little glow on. I'm going to get nice and hammered tonight. Tomorrow, maybe not.
I didn't notice the point on it. You kind of got the Leonidas from 300 beard going.
I do. You like that, right?
Yeah, with the point right here.
I got it trimmed up. I'm single now, so I got to look like you know, Leonidas.
It's all about the point on the beard?
Yeah, you don't like the point, and it hides my triple chin.
Sam,
What
you got another song for us?
Yeah, let me see. Now the race is on, and here comes pride in the backstretch. Heartaches are going to the inside. My tears are holding back. and trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running, true love scratch for another stake. The race is on, and here comes heartache, and the winner loses all.
When he said heartache, he pointed at me and smiled.
He was very happy about that.
That's you, broken heart fatso. Go back in your hole. You have nothing.
Yeah, you're way too happy with that, Sam.
Heartache.
It was out of love. It was out of love. Yeah.
I know it is. Yo, they hit you hard. In the South, they're smiling, but when they make jokes at you, they hurt forever.
I understand.
Oh, my God.
I got a little taste of that last night beating everybody.
Oh, my God. They were on him like flies on shit yesterday.
Fuck.
Gary from Ubon's rode him like a rented mule yesterday. Gary from Ubon's.
Oh, did you get on him?
Oh,
He
yeah.
got on him good.
It was awesome. I loved it. Loved every
Well, he
second of
showed
it.
up with his yoga pants and
I
shit.
didn't show up.
You don't come to a Southern party.
That
like
probably threw a curveball to Gary Rohr.
He's all in veins and shit, and his nuts and shit with his pants.
Oh, what are those pants you got on?
Got a handsome set down there, boy. Oh, fuck.
Where is Gary?
He died.
And shopping for a casket. And I love you, Gary Rohr.
Oh, my God. Pat said,
I feel like Pat might have had a stroke right before he got here. He can't talk, slurred speech. He's got them
Man, I've
shorts
just been
on.
sitting over here listening to you.
This is better than bad.
And rose-colored glasses.
And he does have rose-colored
That was
glasses.
what I should have sang. Some John Connolly, rose-colored glasses, just for you, Pat.
These are my Arn Anderson's Four Horsemen specials.
Yes.
Oh,
We
beautiful.
must get this
Arn
is a
Anderson.
good Four Horsemen picture right
Oh, it
here.
really is.
We
You're
should do
right.
it. Opie's
Yeah, we
never
should
done a
do that.
Four Horsemen.
I like that. All right, let's do
He
that.
doesn't even know what we're talking about.
Nope.
Jesus.
What's the Four Horsemen?
It's like a wrestling thing.
Yes, it is.
Why you sell them short so quick?
I was wrong.
You just chunked
I
him right up
apologize.
under.
I'm trying to remember all four members, though.
Ric Flair, Arn Anderson,
I knew
Ole
Ric-
Anderson.
I did know Ric-
and Tully Blanchard.
Okay.
That's the original.
I would have got
Then
2
they
out of
brought
the 4.
shit like Sid Vicious and Sting in. That just doesn't count.
That didn't count with
That's
you?
like Van Halen with Sammy Hagar. That's just not.
Really?
It's not.
I
it's
go
not the way
David
it
Lee
should
Roth
be.
over Sammy Hagar.
There's no
man.
question.
But it was
Van Halen ended when David Lee Roth left.
It was 2 different bands, though. I mean, Sammy Hagar, you got to give a little
Sammy
respect
Hagar,
to.
nothing against Sammy Hagar, but it wasn't Van Halen.
Right.
There's nothing like Van Halen.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Didn't David Lee Roth take your job once?
No, David Lee Roth failed so miserably at radio that they brought me and Anthony back after they fired us. That's how that really goes. And then David Lee Roth used to do the radio show. He's awesome. He's
lives
out
in-
of his fucking mind, but he's great on the radio.
He lives in Japan.
Japan, and then, down in the village, too.
And he edits cartoons, like Japanese fighting
Yeah.
cartoons. You believe
I didn't know the relationship with him and David Lee Roth.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. We were.
That's where the yoga pants come from.
I don't have yoga pants on! I got to get a visual for this podcast. I can't take this anymore. No,
Looks like you got 4 nuts in there.
David Lee Roth, after Van Halen went bad, there's not a great story, but he ended up in the West Village, and he was a paramedic for a while. Full-blown paramedic, where people are dying of heart attacks on the sidewalk going, holy fuck, you're David Lee Roth. For real. Took it really seriously for a long time. You didn't know that, did you?
Sure did not, and I'm telling you what, you just put an entirely thick new layer to my life by telling me that.
Look it up.
I mean, I will tell that every day from, I don't even know.
He needed something to do after Van Halen.
Just envisioning him in like an EMS outfit and all that, just...
Bro, he didn't do it as a little hobby. He was all in for a while. All in. As a paramedic downtown. I'm telling you. You know this, right, Robert?
It was right after 9/11.
Holy shit.
After 9/11, he caught the whole...
bet he saved
I'm
people's
gonna
lives
help
just
people.
by...
Exactly. I'm going to help people, and he was an EMT here in New York, down in the village.
Fucking rock and roll
He did that
saves
for
lives.
a while, too. Yeah.
Rock and roll saves lives.
And he loves riding his bike.
Okay.
He's a strange bird.
See
but-
where the wheels come on. Like, it's like, all right, paramedic. And he loves riding his bike.
And he loves riding his bike and living in Japan. He fucking enjoys his life. He don't give a fuck about that Van Halen shit.
I want to move to Japan. 'cause
Steve,
I'll look big in the pants
I
over
think
there.
I say his last name right.
You
Steve
would.
Buscemi.
Who?
Steve Buscemi.
Oh, yeah.
He worked
Carl, look at Nick Solaris.
firefighter, and after when 9/11 happened, he came back
Right.
and worked with
Yeah.
his house.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
I can smell the royal family coming from those pits.
What did I miss?
Nick Solaris was like taking a tan behind you. He was completely checked out.
I'm just chilling it back here. I mean, we have some superstars of barbecue, and you guys
They
are
are the
talking about Van Halen.
Well, another superstar.
Well, what's the question I'm supposed to ask?
Well, I would ask these guys if I was
That's a
doing
good
this podcast,
question, Nick. All right, so what?
They both do whole hogs, but what's the difference in their styles?
It's like two different roads getting to the same house.
It's geography.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's cooked the same way, but we're in different geographical areas of the country, and that's what defines barbecue. And so if you put them side by side, unbastardized, untouched, it'll be the exact same finished product. The only difference is he puts a rub on his, I don't. We blister the skin, he don't.
And actually, the rub is not actually a traditional. That's really just when I opened up, I just had my rub and I put it on there instead of salt. But it's actually
good.
He's right. It's really once we kind of get done with it and how we dress it and how we take it from there is what starts defining the differences. But they're very subtle differences.
It's my favorite. I'm talking. These are both my favorite.
But the differences are profound on a cultural level, right? Because you are representing the states that you're from, and you guys are in
That's right.
Well, I would say Pat is
Tennessee and
actually
Carolina.
that's Western Tennessee, right? That's its own.
Yeah, well,
little
that's a
thing.
very specific
It's like
thing.
a little pocket, a very small pocket.
It's like I always say it's a club-footed stepchild, a whole hog, because everybody knows about the
Club-foot.
Carolinas, but very, very few people. I mean, astute food people know nothing about West Tennessee whole hog because it was only like 5 counties. It was very small.
Well, I interviewed Pat about 3 or 4 years ago, and at that time, that style was really in danger because it hadn't been those fires, there had been floods, you couldn't get the hogs, and some of these guys that were just doing it, really smoke to smoke, right? Once they couldn't do it, it was like they were in danger of dying out, and thankfully there's that kid who's
Zach's
back,
one.
right?
There's only 3 of us left in the state doing it.
Right, but you have 77 restaurants, so it's
but those are hamburger
that
restaurants.
style's not dying. That style won't die for the next 700 years.
But I do agree with him because he just referenced the Carolinas being known for whole hog. I would maybe recommend 2 other places, 3 tops in the state of North Carolina.
Yeah.
Because it's just simply gone by the wayside. There's a lot of barbecue places, but there's very few that do whole hog, and even less than that actually do it over wood. It's just been screwed.
And I got to tell you, even traveling in the South and making the mistake that Northerners make, I get brought in by neon and signs, and whatever on the side of the road. There's a lot of shit barbecue down the South. You could really eat some awful shit down the South.
Can.
Yeah.
The other thing is that what these guys do, you cannot do in your Weber at home. You can do most of those styles of barbecue if you're doing brisket or short ribs or whatever.
Right.
But whole hog is that's a major commitment. That's probably why it's so challenging and dying out in places, right? It's the
that and
margin
the
of error.
economics of
I was gonna
it.
say the same
Sam's
thing.
always said, and it's the greatest.
It's the most financially irresponsible way to make a living.
It's the stupidest thing you can do.
Outside of Washington.
Yeah.
But that's really why it's died off is a lot of the old guys that cooked whole hog barbecue back when Sam and I were kids didn't give 2 shits about Eater or any New York Times or any interviews. There was no romanticism involved.
James Beard Awards.
No, nothing. They don't even know what that is.
Right.
They were doing it. It was the way it was their business. Carl's a plumber. Opie cooks whole hog. It's just so. What happened was their kids got to a point where they had options outside of just going to work at the local motor plant or whatever industry, and they started going to college. And unfortunately, barbecue is still looked at as the peasant food from a pricing standpoint of America. And so you work your ass off, cook a hog for 20 plus hours and sell a sandwich for $2.25 or $2.50, and you get 6 hours of sleep. And these kids who took these generational restaurants over were like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to go to college and be a doctor. Or I'm going to go be a journeyman electrician and make $25 an hour. But I'm not going to work 18 hours a day and get 6 hours of sleep and sell a sandwich for $2.50. Is that what?
Yeah, or they did stay in the business and screwed it all up. Trying to achieve what their ancestors did a different way, and it just simply can't be done.
Well, it sounds like they didn't want to work as hard, if I'm listening correctly here.
That's correct.
The newer generations are like,
correct.
fuck that, that's
because
too
everybody
much
thinks
labor.
they're special.
Right.
And they're not. I'm not special, Pat ain't special, and so you daggone sure ain't.
Right.
My mom told me from day one I wasn't a piece of shit.
Did she?
Oh, she couldn't wait to tell me.
Such wisdom.
Carl's granddad telling him to go to work at the Chinese restaurants, one of the funniest.
Yeah.
Didn't he tell you were ugly as shit? And you
He
just
told
needed
me, you know, he said to me, he says, Carl, listen, your mother and your grandmother keep telling you you're special. I'm going to do you a favor. You're not. But your brother over there, he's special. Fast forward. My brother's graduating from Harvard. My grandfather's sitting next to me in his only brown Sears suit, and he touched me on the shoulder. He goes, "See, I told you." That's a true story.
Hey, buddy, I just want to let you know that Gary has, I guess he's found his casket and already done
I got to apologize.
because he's here with us now. And he's not dead. Gary Roark is alive and well.
He looks really angry.
People get angry.
Gary, what's going on?
Oh, not anything. I just came by to hear these two ratchet jaws talking.
He just
They
came
thought,
out
you know,
swinging.
among their friends, they're known of folks with few words. Well, you know, that's a lie. Either that or they ain't got any friends because they talk.
Ratchet
Just
jaw.
about like me.
Ratchet
Man.
jaw just got filed away.
Ratchet jaw.
I'll be using that one.
The ratchet mouth of the sunny
The
south.
ratchet mouth of the sunny south.
I used to talk on the CB radio, and my God, I could rattle off some stuff.
Could you do it?
It was pointless. It was worthless information, but we're full of it. Full of worthless information.
That's called the news.
Hold on, I got an important question to ask.
Uh-oh.
What was your handle?
My handle was Little Brother.
Mine's Flatbed.
Flatbed.
Yes, sir.
Little brother, come on at you, little flatbed.
I hear you back. Come on back, Flatbed.
You're in the strawberry patch.
Yes, sir.
My handle,
Begging me out.
My CB handle is, I don't understand why you had to take everything, even the dog. That's my handle.
You don't want to know my handle.
You had a CB radio and nobody on there, and you'd still be talking like you were talking to somebody.
Just like we're doing
So
today.
I got to tell you something.
Like I'm doing today.
That's right.
He just wasn't wearing headphones back then.
Wait, Opie, I want to know
Yes.
something.
Yes.
Have you had you a fruity drink yet?
I had one of the U-Bon
okay.
special
Hold on,
drinks with the pineapple juice.
I got to get back and tell you something,
Yeah.
and I'm going to take you to this place.
Okay,
There is a titty bar on the Alabama-Tennessee line called the Booby Bungalow.
tomorrow.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. The only reason I know about this place is because the strippers get on the CB. They have an antenna that is 35 feet tall.
Oh, God.
And they get on the CB and talk to all the truckers. It's literally right off I-65. And so they're on there going, "Mr. Gary, you coming in tonight?" And you'd be like, "Who is this, Crystal?" You know it is. I'm not coming in, Crystal, you fat ass. I mean, they're literally
Just
it's the
shit talking
greatest-
each other.
On a CB and a
That
strip
would
club.
rule.
I just
Oh,
ordered me a
sit there,
CB on
just-
Amazon.
I mean, it is gold. And
I
they
would
have
listen to
shit
that
that's
all
part of their
day.
employment. They have to sit there and get on the CB
And
talk-
solicit,
try
right.
to woo them in.
I would listen to that all night.
It's incredible, and the stuff these truckers say to these girls is awful.
I am a professional strip club goer guy.
You are?
I have $200 duct taped to my ankle just in case I get shook down. I wear breakaway sweatpants, no underwear and flip-flops like I'm taking a shower in jail.
Right.
I am ready to go.
You're ready.
And then by the end of the night, I'm slow dancing Sade with one like I fell in love with her.
Well, Booby Bungalow, if y'all are ever going through I-65, for
Booby
if you ever
Bungalow.
head over east and have to go north on 65, please call me so I can tell you where this place so you can tune in.
Gary, you want to go with me?
Yeah.
It's worth taking a road trip.
That's real voice.
I was going to say, if Carl and Gary goes, I might have to take a trip.
You know what?
I might leave Monday morning to head that way.
Head back to Yazoo City via
Hey,
Alabama.
a while ago they was telling me of bringing all these carts through here, and these people, and somebody hollered, "Hold down," and I saw 4 women hold up their hand. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, it is.
That's
It is.
terrible, but I saw 4 women hold their hand. I said,
In this day and age,
I don't believe I'd have told that.
Maybe they don't understand English.
That's old
too
Louis
good.
Grizzard. I don't believe I'd have told that, brother.
Do we need to talk about Jerry Clower here for a minute?
Do y'all remember? Y'all remember the days of Phil Donahue? You know, in his talk show.
Yeah.
Well, he was on there one day, and he was doing a little segment on encounters with ghosts. He said, "All right," he's starting the show. He said, "Is there anyone out here that has ever had an encounter with a ghost?" Well, a few hands went up. He said, is there anyone out here that has actually seen a ghost? A few hands went up. He said, now I've got to ask you this. Is there anyone here that has ever had a sexual encounter with a ghost? Well, this one redneck held up his hand back and back. Man, he started fishing over all these people, and he got over the aisle and crawled over a couple seats, and he put that microphone right in that redneck's mouth. He said, do you mean to tell me you've actually had a sexual encounter with a ghost? He said, I'm sorry, I thought you said goat.
I love the goat jokes.
I love the confidence that he does the punchline and just throws the mic back at us. And
Yeah,
walks
like that.
away.
I got it.
I'm done.
That's a home run, ladies and
Right.
gentlemen.
Dropped.
That's a mic drop.
That was another mic drop from Gary, man.
I love old school redneck jokes. They're the best because they're funny. Like, we don't have those. We're like, oh, you got caught on the fence or you drowned swimming here. Like, that was always a tragedy.
That's a real talent, though. The old school joke telling. No one really does that anymore. It's the old timers that still tell those type of jokes and pull it
Gary's
off. By
been
the way,
telling jokes since
No, I understand.
1764.
But the youngsters
Came over on the Mayflower.
when paper was expensive.
Hey, you got another cold one over there?
We'll get you another beer. Look, you get a Pat Martin a beer. It's a Pat Martin, Western Tennessee whole hog. Big,
Yes,
big
man,
guy.
please.
Big deal.
he's a big deal.
Big fucking deal.
Big fucking deal.
Sometimes you gotta tell these New Yorkers exactly.
Man, I'm
what
gonna
the
think
fuck
about.
you're talking to.
I'm gonna think about that CB radio talking to the strippers all day long.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
What is he saying? What happened?
He probably just saw a logo.
That's Mississippi State.
Oh, he saw a football logo. They trigger Southern people immediately. If they see a logo, it could be like a NASCAR number. Jimmy Johnson, I love you, goddamn. If there's a and it's a goddamn Gator, go get bat, and win.
SEC football.
Yeah, they see anything, they trigger.
And that is it.
I was in Alabama and people just screaming, "Roll time!" Like, what the fuck is going on here?
That's why they make bass boats glitter. It just mesmerizes them. Man, I'm carrying this one home. Good day.
Today.
Bass boats, they are glitter.
Yeah.
I never realized. What the fuck?
That's
It's
a
like-
clever shirt right there. Clever.
Oh, I love the clever barbecue shirts.
I like mine
They put the
rubbed.
lights on bass boats like they're on QVC.
Oh my God! I want Bill Durney to do a clever like a Bill Durney clever shirt, like "Fuck you, I'm Billy."
Billy should do something like,
He's so angry today.
such an angry man.
No, but today he's extra angry. I spilled shit on his baby blue sneakers.
How can you tell he's extra angry?
Did you honestly? You're not.
Opie, yes
That
or
really
no?
happened?
Did I fuck his sneakers up?
Yeah, it was bad. And he said he just got him out of the box this morning.
I just got him, and he started poking me in the neck. You know, he used to be the
Pineapple spots
Billy
all over
was
him.
the third string security fill-in for Britney Spears.
Third string.
Yeah. Tuesdays from 3 to 4 when she wasn't in town. That's gonna get him.
You like that one?
That one was for you.
If he's listening to this in his car whenever y'all put this out, he's just going to break the steering wheel while he's going down the road.
Throw it out the window.
You gotta start looking for me like Jackie Gleason in Smoking the Bandit.
Oh, wow.
Get in the
man.
car. Oh my God.
You didn't talk. You didn't talk about the theft this morning on his interview.
What theft?
Oh boy.
You?
You need,
No,
to, have
not
it,
me.
you need to have it back over. Can you go? Would you mind getting Billy?
No, I heard about the truck.
Oh, you're a motherfucker.
We heard about the truck.
Oh, no,
Now,
we
boy,
got-
you're gonna see here some old-fashioned needling.
yeah,
now.
we're gonna
boy,
get-
here we
we're
go.
gonna-
Oh, this is
Machine gun.
Here we go.
Let's
double
keep this
down
running
right here.
just for a little
He's
bit.
gonna get mad.
Pat
Hope
Martin's
just a little
about.
bit long, because if we can get his big ass over here.
You want to rub it in, don't
Yeah.
you?
Oh, he's gonna
I've got
rub
one
it.
bullet
No
in the
pun
chamber
intended
already.
at the barbecue.
I'm learning the technology.
That's the title of this.
As soon
Rub
as
it in.
as soon as I said, he'd be like, "Yo, why are you talking? Like, yo."
He's so mad today. They stole his truck, and he's the New Yorker.
This morning he was like, "I want to beat Kenny Callahan's eyeballs out of his head." I go, "What? Why?" And he goes, he takes me through the story, and he goes, Kenny looked at him dead in the eye and goes, "Yeah, well, it's New York. Shit happens." So anyway, he walks away.
Wow.
And they crashed the truck and everything, right?
I'm on.
Is he coming?
I've got one bullet in my gun already for Billy.
You got one in there?
When y'all brought it up earlier, I was going to say it, and I was like, no, maybe I shouldn't.
Just waiting for Billy. Show his head again. Is that
Billy,
gonna tell the story?
I think Billy knows exactly. He's gonna peer over here.
Hey, y'all missing Pat signing autographs.
I charge
Did you just sign an autograph? Pat's signing autographs. Look at that. Opie.
God damn.
Tell you.
We're waiting on Billy Durney to come down here. Carl jizzed pineapple juice on his Adidas this morning. So
Jizzed pineapple juice.
So he's upset.
He was physically and visibly angry.
They looked brand new too, man.
He's pushing you in the neck.
He wears the same sneakers over and over.
We just got word that Billy said no, he's not telling the story. But I saw the picture. That picture's been making the rounds. Someone really stole Billy's truck last night.
Reefer truck on the run.
Refrigerator truck with all the sauces and brisket.
Joyride.
And everything. Took a joyride. The cops took everything out, left in the middle of the street, and took the truck.
Yeah, impounded the truck, right?
Yeah.
And left his stuff right on the...
Bastards hit a concrete barrier and goddamn wrecked the truck, got out and ran.
Unbelievable.
And Billy doesn't want to tell the story, huh?
Of course not. I mean,
Well, maybe we'll get him to tell it a little later.
no, he won't.
We'll be here a while.
I bet you he peered over here with that giant head of his, and he saw Sam and Pat sitting here drinking beers. He goes, "I'm outclassed." He knows.
He wasn't going to walk in this hornet's nest.
No. Very few people would. Very few people would.
Oh, man, I wanted to see that.
We had a good time.
Absolutely.
Are you happy now? You're drinking like a frozen lemonade?
This was your drink that you gave me, you son of a bitch.
I do set him up. I'm not gonna lie.
He was supposed to be drinking this.
I had a choice: give him a Miller Lite like us, or give him that little the adult Slurpee.
It's
Tee him up and
margarita.
give him the Big Bertha driver.
I tee him up good.
A frozen margarita. It was a pleasure meeting you guys. What a blast.
It's unbelievable.
Awesome.
I literally just come here to see these guys. They're the best.
Here comes
That's the
Billy.
only guy
Oh,
that
shit.
can
We were going to end, but Billy's coming.
Billy's coming.
Oh, shit.
I don't think they're ending yet.
He's getting recognized. He's taking pictures. He's making his way over with his very spotty Adidas. They want to ask you a couple
in here,
things.
bro.
I have nothing to do with this, Billy. Billy, I have nothing to do with this.
No.
Go ahead, Pat.
Man, you got a daggum bug bite on your leg, don't you?
Hey, what happened to your shoes?
What happened to your freaking shoe, man?
Yo, little grease mark. Yo, the suede Puma's got a little grease mark. Yo, we're going to talk about my legs, and we're going to talk about you babies.
He just drew first blood.
Oh, he's stretching. He's stretching and flexing. This can't be a good sign. Pat, don't you have something to say to Billy? I have nothing to do with this one.
Oh, man, I don't know if I want to start this war yet.
Yo, here I am to save the day.
All right, this is my one bullet. My one bullet.
Yo, Sam,
Sam's
it's
got
going
a
to come
bullet.
back at you like a fucking artillery unit from the sky.
Like Kim Jong-un assassinating his uncle over there with a freaking arrow.
So, based on the picture you sent, it's going to be my one shot and
Picture
I'm bowing
I
out.
sent?
The photo you sent
Cops,
of all
set
your stuff
out.
was the contents of the truck so bad that the thieves offloaded it. Took the truck.
Oh, my God.
Yo, when you get hit, sometimes you just get hit.
You didn't say that bullet was a 308.
You didn't say it was going all through my body, bouncing around.
Oh, man.
That's just gonna hurt me tonight, Sam.
Billy's gonna go back to hometown over there and punch someone dead in the face because of that.
No. What's going on right now is I have someone listening to this on an exterior unit here, and they already sent a bomber to aid in North Carolina.
It's not gonna
Sam,
look. It's
My
not
house
gonna-
is on fire right now.
Sam, there are no fire trucks to respond to your fire tonight. Make
Hey,
love, it's the
fortunately-
Brooklyn way.
Hey, fortunately for me, if the restaurant burns, Pat will help me open my Hugh babies.
Yo, Patrick might put you on a waiting list for
Yo, they're opening a new one in that porta potty right now.
I feel like Ed
That's
McMahon is going to be just showing up delivering. Hey, here's your Hugh babies.
Oh my God.
For the full story, so someone took your fucking truck for a
Yeah,
joyride
no
last
doubt.
night?
My truck was parked right next to Salt Lake.
Ken Callahan did all he could to help him, too.
Ken Callahan said, shit happens.
What?
That's it.
He'd be a great funeral director, wouldn't he?
So my truck
Or
was on
divorce
27th
attorney.
and Madison, just minding its own business, humming along. And we actually had guys in there before trimming briskets. Like if someone would have stole the truck, there literally could have been a guy in there trimming briskets last night. So we had all our raw briskets trimmed and seasoned. And yeah, they just took the truck. But the funny part is they got into a car accident on 54th and 8th Avenue. And I don't know if they got caught or if they ran. So the cops come, and the cops, for some reason, because it's food, they can't vouch for the food. So they fucking threw all my food on the street for sanitation to come pick up when they impounded the truck for evidence. So, but yo, we survived. We got a line right there. It's happening, chilling.
Improvise.
Sam Jones and Pat Martin offered nothing
they
of
offered
support
no
or help. I told them, and they were like, ha ha ha.
Pat, tomorrow we'll have a Hugh Babies where your space was.
The deal
Right.
is, he knows I don't even have to offer him anything. He knows it's there. So let's just get that out on here
Pat,
right now.
Pat actually is the one who had the truck stolen, so he could put in a "You Babies to Go" on the corner of 27th and Madison.
New concept.
Slug burgers
You
only.
Baby Cantina.
Yeah.
The New York version. You Baby's Bistro. Oh my God! You missed it when Sam went in on Pat's camouflage shorts. He said he had to look like he had a little baby bird sticking out of one of the legs.
Pat wore his bathing suit. Thought there was a pool in here.
I didn't know if he was going to war or going swimming.
Pat came to a pool
Pat's
party.
always ready to go for war. I know that.
I was going with both.
He was going to war in the pool.
Well, fuck. That's a hell of a story.
And I'm sorry about your sneakers, Billy.
Sorry about the sneakers. Sorry about the truck. Sorry about the bug bites.
You put hog grease on there?
I put pineapple juice.
On your suede Adidas?
Yeah.
Brand new.
$69.95. I already charged him.
It's just in.
Fucking Dean Smith specials.
This just in. Billy sent the invoice to Westwood One about his sneakers, and Westwood One just canceled our contract.
No kidding.
I don't like to normally talk, but I want to say that Gloria, she made some ill-baked pies that are slowly getting eaten throughout our hometown. So thank you for that. And now there's some brownies I'm about to go eat. So.
All right.
Are they medicinal brownies? Because I got a tumor.
Opie, I'm going to wrap this up. Is that okay?
Please do, Pat.
All right, it's time for this show to end.
Yep.
Thank everybody for listening. We're out.
Oh, that was it? That's easy.
Boo, 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 boo. OB Radio. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo.